Hey Empires and Puzzles fam, Marky Mark here. Hope you're doing well today. Make sure if you haven't had a chance to subscribe, you do so. Today's video, we are looking at the Instant Power Summon. You may have noticed this Instant Power Summon. I think they've offered it once or twice before in the past, and you might be looking at this and wondering, is it worth it? Should I go for it? You know, what's this Instant Power Summon all about? So just taking a look at it, I think one of the number one things, well, first of all, what is the Instant Power Summon? The idea is every hero you summon in this portal gets some level of free Ascensions levels. So kind of saves you resources and time in that regard. But let's look at the finer details. So the appearance rates. So, you know, you have pretty standard appearance rates. Rare hero, 71%. Chance of pulling each pull. Epic hero, 26.5% chance. Legendary hero, 1.5% chance. So low for legendary. Anyway, legendary featured hero, 1% chance. So between those two, you know, you have like a 2.5% chance of getting a legendary. And then for any hero you pull, you get certain amounts of power. So there's a 20% chance that it will only be ascended once, 20% chance that it's ascended twice, 20% chance you get a fully ascended hero, and then another 20% chance it's limit broken once, a 15% chance limit broken twice, and then finally a 5% chance limit broken twice and fully emblemed. So, I mean, it's still decent, I guess, regardless, because you're getting a hero ascended to some level. It's going to save you resources, but I think the trick or the catch is you may go in without reading the fine print, thinking you're going to get a fully ascended, double limit broken, fully emblemed hero, and the reality is there's only a 5% chance of that. So you're probably going to get something more like a fully ascended hero, and you still have to do some of the limit breaking and all that stuff. Now the other question is are all the heroes in the summon? And the thing that I find with this is, you know, there's a couple decent heroes, like, man, Hathor, you know, I still think this is one of the most solid heroes in the game. She does quite a bit. Obviously there's a lot of other ones that are good too, but there's a couple. But generally speaking, you know, the challenge with this summon is outside of all these 5 stars that they're offering, and the 5 stars they're offering are frankly a bit long in the tooth. You know, they were some of them were awesome 3 years ago, but by today's standards, they're, you know, okay. You know, I'd still love an Elfreak in a Rush War. Yeah, that's decent, but you know, there's much stronger options these days. You know, 1282 overall power is good, but it's not cutting edge. So you're getting a hero in here if you get a legendary. If you're lucky enough to pull legendary with 2.5% odds, you're getting a hero that's somewhat ascended, maybe fully ascended, depends on your luck, but is not kind of the latest and greatest for Empires and Puzzles. The other thing, though, that I think you really have to think about is if you look at the 3 stars, there's really, I think it's all the just sort of generic S1 3 stars and 4 stars that they're giving you. So they haven't put any special 3 stars or 4 stars from some of the other portals and events in this. So in that regard, for longtime players, you know, because probably if you're doing a 10 pull, let's be real, you're likely not getting a legendary hero. So what are you getting? Well, you're getting an ascended 3 star or 4 star, somewhat ascended. And so for me, looking at this as a end game player, even I think a mid game player who's got most of the season 1 heroes, this is not really a great portal to pull from. You've probably already ascended these heroes at some point, and it's not too solid. Now, for someone who's new to the game, who has just started playing, maybe in the last month, 2 months, even 6 months, I think this portal actually could be quite fantastic. You know, I think for most players to get to kind of that mid-game, end-game status, if you're dedicated playing daily, it's going to take you like a year to 2 years, even 3 years to get there. So if you're 6 months into the game and you still are trying to get war teams together and you're still trying to get some of the Season 1 heroes even, To do a 10 pull and get 10, 3-star, 4 stars, maybe get lucky and get a 5-star legendary that are ascended to some level for 2,400 gems, that's a pretty good deal. I wish that had been around back in the day when I was pulling. So I think, often newer players are more hesitant to go in on the deals because they don't know how long they're going to stick with the game. But if you're a new player and you're thinking at all about making this your game, I think it's worth it to get 2,400 gems together, do that 10 pull, and you're going to have 10 heroes that are decently leveled that you can add to your war teams, add to your bench, and who knows, you might get fortunate and get one of these 3 or 4 legendaries that are, still relevant in the game today. So that's my thoughts on the instant power portal summon. Not so great for mid-game to end-game players. I wouldn't do it. But for new players, I think there's something to be said for making some pulls here. And best of luck to you if you make those pulls. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. Stay blessed, and we'll see you on the next one.